Right, apparently people are here. Can they hear us? Because I sort of value being able to be heard here, because we have a very temperamental setup going. We literally... Yeah, 20 minutes. We spent 20 minutes trying to get this to work. I changed nothing and suddenly it works perfectly fine. And also, the parents are here if they want to... Yo.
Hello everyone, I am Mama Hex.
And the father's here as well, but he's a man of few words. Okay, like, are we loud enough? Is the game too loud? Because at the moment the microphone is like not on high sensitivity and like further away from me than it usually is, so I don't know how loud the game is because I've never streamed the GameCube game before because I just literally got this working after a year of faff yesterday. Well, I say working. You don't want to know what we've just gone through. Today's chat colour is yellow. I was feeling Luigi. Could have worked that better.
Oh, feeling Luigi. He looks a bit surprised as well.
Well, I would be too if I just found out I was being felt up by a dinosaur.
Yeah, go for it.
Dino is also here. Hello to... I really should learn how to say hello in Croatian, but nevertheless, hello.
Hi, Dino.
Oh, Heartbeat's here. Okay, Heartbeat. My mother knows you as the German, so hi.
Guten Abend. Guten Abend? No, Guten Abend. Yeah, that's better.
I've turned the game down. I could probably bump up the sensitivity of the microphone too. If everything sounds awful, please tell me. And for the benefit of the people playing, this is like Snowflake Lake again. Bleh. Snowflake. I can't say Snowflake Lake.
Snowflake Lake. But it's Pyramid Perk.
So it's like Snowflake Lake, but the opposite of a lake and the opposite of snow.
Sand.
Yes.
Pyramid Park. We begin with 5 stars. Oh, and we have to be mean to each other in this one.
But of course, unlike in Mario Party 6, there isn't a day and night cycle, so instead of day and night determining how many dice blocks you can buy from chain shops, you just go to different ones and they charge different things. And in this one, you have to preemptively use the snack orb to protect yourself rather than it just working automatically. And there's the big boy at the very top.
Oh.
BIG-BOI.
Big boy.
Well, happy almost birthday, except in Dutch, Niels. I love how multicultural these people are. Why do I always roll mediocrely at the start? And once again, if audio needs re-audioing, y'all please thrust a fist in my general direction and I will accommodate. Oh yeah, hi. Is it? I know I've had this conversation before. Is it Iabi, and are you Lithuanian or did I just dream? Do I have Lithuanian dreams, as it were?
Who doesn't? Is Lithuania here?
Do we have... Dino, Steven Universe had me screaming. Well, not literally, but, you know, Mama Hex could also confirm because she watched it too. I got my mother into Steven, and we are very... yes.
Wow.
And I'll refrain from spoiling anything here, but just... if you haven't seen it, watch everything from the beginning and then go and see it. Because if you don't watch it from the beginning, you'll miss out on so many things. And that includes the pilot episode, because the big kicky line towards the end is derivative of the thing in the pilot episode. It's just so good! Go and eat a leg muffin.
It's very, very clever. It's very well thought out.
Now, I think the standard chain jump is 2 dice blocks and the red one is 3. I don't know, I'm not a Mario Party 7 expert, because like last week we played through all of 6, and this week we're halfway through playing through 7, and I thought it'd be a nice idea to do it on stream, and then everything was awful. Okay, Iabi and Lithuanian confirmed. Also Flash Fright. Who's the lonesome one? Oh, it's how fitting. Okay, Apparently this one absolutely fucking sucks, and I forget for whom. It seems heavily weighted in favour of the 3, so... We're playing most of these minigames for the very first time, in case anyone's unaware. Also, as is tradition, the chat is 90 degrees away from the game, so every now and then I'll glance over, but... Oh, it's the other way around. It sucks for the 3. Thanks, Luigi.
Finish.
Well, we've heard the UK entries. My father hasn't, but I feel as though he's not especially fussed. But, like, there's nothing awful in there, but there's also nothing that I'm really excited about, so...
I think the word's mediocre.
Oh no, I didn't. It just got swallowed up by the rest of the chat. I saw it a minute ago. But hi, anyway. But yeah, basically, no matter who wins the UK selection, we're gonna need a revamp. Just as a flat diddly boof. And speaking of diddly boofs, oh, you can... Okay, there we go. We've solved the mystery of the dogs. Pant slobber.
So we have Germany, the Netherlands, Croatia and Lithuania here, yeah?
And I want to say that, well, I pronounce it blah blah blah, it's probably blah blah blah. I feel like they're Irish, and I could be wrong, because I went through a very long phase of thinking Niels was French, so, you know.
It's not really a French name, is it?
Well, no, but still.
Well, hello.
See, I want the UK to do well as well, but gotta earn it first. But I'd rather have mediocre than garbage, so it could be worse. Hey, we actually get a multiplayer one this time, because when we were playing yesterday, we had nothing but single-player ones. Ah, the bananas. Oh, because there's a bit of delay between the game and how it appears on the stream, I thought for a moment there we had finally got the very rare... this is you.
Is it me?
Yeah.
No.
The very rare banana ×3, but alas. There are Swedes here sometimes. Or I think one from Stockholm and one from Gothenburg. And we all know which is a superior city. Anyway. You just pick a way to go and then you go. There's not really any strategy here, you just slide.
Okay.
Might be fun in real life, but it might not. It depends how, like, greasy the slide is. That's a thing you apply to wood grease. You know, that one musical. Wood grease. I don't know where I'm going with this. Fruity.
Finish.
Cool beans, Elliot. And yeah, we had snow for the first time this year, like, yesterday, and we had a small amount this morning as well, and it just... The weather cannot be asked, and, like... I suppose I should be grateful because it causes travel disruption. A friend of mine in Canada has been snowed in for like 2 or 3 days. He's got food, he's fine, he's not dying. Apparently the landlord's going to sort it out, but still. This script was so clearly not written by a native-speaking Brit because that is not how we use the word bloke, but I digress. So yeah, I suppose we should be grateful for not having to live under the thumb of arse snow. I'm not going to question how I worded that, but it's just nice, the novelty of it. Also, I'm just nowhere near anyone. I'm just disallowed from having stars. Yeah, I think a light dusting is the best way of describing it. Well, yeah. So is everything understandable on the stream layout and stuff? Like, does everything look good, sound good, feel good, taste good, tickle your sixth sense well? Is it clear whomst is whomst? Because I was looking through all of the various like pages on Sprite's resource just to see if there was a single game that they had character portraits for Yoshi, Boo, and Toadette, and the only one I found was those icons. Anyway, this is Don't Die, the game. So don't die.
Go.
Hey, Lucas is also here. So yes, taste all of the things. The world shall taste my eggs.
Is there a delay from between what we're seeing now and what they're seeing on the stream then?
There's probably a couple of seconds of delay, which is just the nature of the beast, really. And honestly, relatable heartbeat just because people in this country don't know how to drive when it snows. Because, like, the UK's kind of the jack of all trades when it comes to weather. Like, we can't...
Well done, Boo.
Yes, well done. We can't deal with it super hot, we can't deal with it super cold, but we are masters of just the medium range.
I think the reality of it is people in the south of the UK don't know how to drive in snow.
Well, the ones in the north can't either.
South means anybody past Sheffield.
No, here we go. Here we go.
Ayapi, I'm sorry, I try my best, but Lithuanian is hard. I can't even pick out where words start and end when I'm listening to it.
I have a very good singer.
Well, it did last year.
No, I mean Lithuania. Gijan, however
Oh.
you say it in Lithuanian.
Yeah, and I think it's See, even the ones where I think we know how to... Even the ones with obvious names aren't easy to say.
Yeah.
I tried my best. In the grand scheme of things, at least, on average, I pronounce things better than most Eurovision reviewers. So I have that going for me, at least. Though I do still remember, in 2016, there was some really salty Italian fan who took it, like, I don't remember if it was a he or she, but, they didn't like the fact that I sort of felt meh about their song, but the only criticism they could have of my review is, no, it's Michelin, not Michelin. Like, really? That's the best counter-argument you could come up with? Oh good, Cointagious. Everyone's least favourite minigame. Because it's, like, this is Mario Party 7, surely we've moved past this by now. Just, whoop whoop, hit a block.
How do you jump again?
With the A button.
With the A button. Of course we do.
Go!
Can I please? Can I please have some money? I'll just keep getting ones, fine. Oh, switching it up. Spicy. Spicy eels, they boost your luck for some reason. Oh, that sure is a number. Rude. I was all poised to get at least the minimum number that you get from a normal minigame, but alas, I have 9 coins. Apparently it's Jan by the look of this.
You say, how do you say it?
Like hard G, but then Jan is in January. So
Gajan?
Gajan? Sorry, we're Britain. We're phenomenally bad at other countries in general.
Anyway, I like her music. I think she's good. She's got a very strong accent, but that's part of her appeal, I think, yeah?
She's the fun kind of crazy. I wonder if I'll actually get to the chain shop thing on this turn.
I love the video for Not Afraid, anyway. I think it's wonderful. The Gajan etiquette of eating a cake, just fistful of cake. She reminds me of me.
In this household, we eat cakes with a spoon.
I eat cake with a fork.
No, you
That's
don't.
what I eat cake for.
You see, my father is a traitor here. He supports the cake fork shenanigan. We do not. We disapprove. Drink a knife.
What's happening here? What's happening here? What? Oh, right.
What is Danky Kang? Egg.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Yoshi wins by doing relatively little. See, oh, we actually do get the 3! But yeah, I'm not 100% sure how the UK format works, so is it going to be duels between the 2 versions of each song? Because, like, none of them are perfect. They're all going to need revamps, and they all have appeals, bananas. Some work in ways that the other ones don't. You need to combine them to make them be better. This is the one where you jump on the thing.
I'm not fond of Bigger Than Us at all.
Really?
No, I prefer the other two. The other two songs.
There aren't any that I objectively hate. If you eat cake with a spork, how do we feel about that?
That's kind of acceptable.
Well, yeah, that will do, won't it?
Yeah.
Right, well, hang on.
Just
jump
in.
on, jump in, jump out.
Wax on, wax off. Oh, good. Banana peel. It's the reason why people liked the song Copacabana. It had banana appeal.
Finish!
Because Sean Banan. Yeah, Nils, you were saying this on the Discord server earlier, and like, I feel as though Jordan's version of Freaks is the better of the two in terms of instrumentation. I prefer what Maid does with their vocals, but broadly speaking, I prefer... Like, the thing is, I'd want him to, like he's clearly trying to be Brendan Urie, so he should really double down on that and actually capitalize on it. But he don't.
I think Maid's version... Is this Elliot who you're speaking to?
This is Niels.
Nils, I think Maid's version is like Destiny's Child meets All Saints. Yeah? Sort of R&B but downbeat.
Oh, good.
And that's the, I think that's the version I'd choose to listen to personally. But whether it's right for Eurovision or not, I don't know.
Like, it doesn't have, like, stage appeal.
No. There's no to it, you know?
That was a very thwompy noise.
It was very swampy.
Well, we do watch some of the national finals, it's just... Like, since, like, 2016, they've been bunching them up closer and closer together, so there's fewer and fewer that we can see at once.
We were pleasantly surprised by Spain, weren't we?
We were pleasantly surprised by Spain.
Yeah, very much so.
Now,
I wonder who this is going to be.
oh!
It's you!
Perhaps Luigi's realised that he can't defeat... I mean, Luigi versus Ghost. It's Nintendo.
It's going to be who's got to start from his last release.
Well, Cake Hat, you're not missing a grand much. And to be fair, we are aware that Eva was involved in the I Love My Phone song from 2017. I played it to Mama Hex. It sure is a song that happened.
What is? Sorry, I missed that. What?
The I Love My Phone song from Lithuania.
Uh-huh.
My only experience of this game was when the father played it on, I'm going to say yesterday's stream, on yesterday's game, and let me tell you, it does not control the way you think it would. Oh. No. Although, they don't turn the thing the way you'd expect it to. It's like, let go of the way you don't want to, not with your... Come on, Weege. Get out of my way. I will literally eat your entire face. I will eat your entire face! I will eat your entire face!
Well, that's unlike you.
Well, I've not played that game before ever in my life. And you watch, this will be the one time that the duel isn't worth nothing. Because every single time I've had a duel before, it's been nothing. Excuse you, I need those coins. Ah, shut up, Heartbeat. But, so yeah, I understand why Carrie Ann is the favourite, but at the same time, it's very, like, raw 90s. No ketchup. And I like it for that, but at the same time, it's 2/3 of a song. They need more words, and it needs to be a bit less syrup. I can't speak English.
I can't either.
I can.
Oh, good, the tampon. Who's playing with the tampon? I look away for 10 seconds, and then there's... Oh, no, it's a non-tampon. It's everyone tampons.
Okay.
Which is a thing that's in Mario Party 7.
Oh, what happens here then?
For some reason... The balloon is bigger than us! Ha ha!
Ah.
I understand it.
Yeah. Like, I love they had to specify this. But then again, it would need a word to react to, otherwise...
So. Okay.
Are you understandable?
Uh-huh.
If you think it's not proper, I guess you can
Yeah.
who's first.
Boo's on first.
Go! Bigger.
Stop. Someone didn't read the instructions. Bigger. 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 Stop. Wooden.
Oh no.
Write me after the stream, IRB, and I will get in touch.
Bigger.
Button.
Oh, button.
She forgot about the button.
I did. Bigger. Stop.
Stop.
You have to do it at least once.
Bigger. Stop.
Bigger. Bigger. Stop. Just throw the tampon somewhere. Thing is, with this one, like all the microphone minigames of this game did not need to be microphone minigames.
Oh, here goes nothing. Bigger. Stop.
Stop. In your own time.
Bigger. Stop.
Well, I have no choice. Bigger. Stop. Everyone loses apart from the person who just went, so... Fuck it up, Luigi. Fuck it up, Toadette.
Bigger. Stop.
Oh, is it still going?
Why is it still going?
You could just not waste our time, you know. You do have... We're doing this for
Bigger.
other people's entertainment.
Stop.
Can we please? Bigger. Stop. And suck the air out of it on your way out.
Ah,
Yay, I won by blowing. Well, that blows. Something, something inflation. Yes, the German wishes to know how you're doing after the hip infestation.
well, it wasn't an infestation.
An infestation of hips.
Infestation of arthritis. Thank you very, very much indeed. Yes, this was my second hip replacement. And no more surgery. It's going great. Still hurts a bit, but it's only been 2 weeks. Looking forward to walking again without crutches. So thank you very much. Vielen Dank.
You're talking like a letter, or like a postcard.
Yes, I am, aren't I?
Weather is here, wish you were lovely. I think the one thing is, Carrie-Anne sort of stands out because of the selection, she's the upbeatest one, and there's like 4 downbeat ones and one sort of medium warm who is Luke kind of situation. Oh, where does the path go? Oh, down that way.
I thought Freaks would be more popular than it is, to be honest.
It's a very tepid selection.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's exactly the problem we have in the UK anyway. Everyone thinks it's old and cheesy and beans and potatoes and the Swedish expression that means roast beef.
If the BBC got behind Eurovision the way they do, the way they get behind bloody sport, then everything would be great. People would believe in it again.
Also, I forgot to put my little mascot back on screen, so there you go. I did promise I'd replace Gonta Daddy with someone new, and now we have Momo.
What?
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 Who?
What are you talking about? What mascot? Who's Momo?
Sure. Also, Luigi, you fuck. Yes, but if he keeps this up, he won't be, and I'm going to slap him on the tit. When I see him, I'm gonna spin his jaw. He knows I got the sauce. Sauce. I done got swung.
Oh.
The meaning behind cheese and shoes. Is this a thing?
What?
What? Apparently there is none. And of course, I am the foremost eminent authority on the English language.
Meaning behind cheese and shoes?
It's another example of test randomness.
When did I say that?
It could be that some people say that some very strong cheese smells like feet. I don't know. Right, what do I...
Just now, Heartbeat, and I should say, artwork done by the amazing Bast 13. I've plugged her before. I'll put a link in the description and the end card when this video turns into a VOD. So, be able to look out for that because she's very good. Yeah. And yes, that is artwork for Chaos Potential S. Look forward to it. Get hyped. I am working on stuff. In the meantime, Toadette's still standing in the desert staring at her hands.
Okay.
22 Airbnb. Can I just call you Airbnb? It's easier to say. a black shirt with cheese and shoes on it in print. Well, to be fair, I have a shirt that it looks like a brand name, but I've looked. First of all, I can't even read it, but I've tried Googling anyway. Like, I can't tell whether it's like MWEILUNGEN or if it's like that's what it looks like. But the font is all screwy, and I can't. Like, it's got a picture of a scorpion on it. It looks like it says "Why Logan," but that doesn't sound like a thing. Ooh, it's a red minigame, except that's not real. But we do have another. Again!
Oh.
Oh, joy! Favorite Soon Moo entry? That's a really good question, actually. Wait, are we allowed to count the junior contest? Are we allowed to count songs that don't exist?
What was Valentina's other one?
Bigger.
After or
Bigger.
just before Chrysalide?
Bigger. 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 Bigger.
There
Bigger.
was Social Network song, Chrysalide, Maybe, and Spirit of the Night. Bigger. Bigger. Burger. Boobies. Banana. Voice recognition, yo! The thing is, I have more hope for San Marino
Bigger.
than the UK this year.
Bigger. 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 Stop.
After the fifth one, the stop is free.
Bollocks. Stop.
Bambaleo!
Bambaleo.
Booyaka! Stop. We're having fun here. Fuck it up, Luigi. Oh.
Bazinga. Bigger. Bingo. Bugger. Bugger.
That was well timed.
Bugger. Bugger.
Boobies.
Oh, fiddle faddle.
Please don't fiddle with your faddle.
I don't like balloons anyway. They feel funny.
Never eat toast and then try to blow up a balloon. I speak from experience.
Okay.
I've heard that people have some controversial opinions about the Festival de Canção lineup this year. I've not heard any of them. I'm gonna keep my distance until watching. And then I shall be watchful, and then I shall form opinions, I'm sure. Oh, it's me. Why can't I go anywhere? Well, I'm definitely not going to get the running star at this rate. See, the problem is, when I'm so invested in reviewing each individual song, past a certain point, it's almost like we don't really have the time to sit down and watch every single national final, because I need to be go. And of course, well, Luigi doesn't get any rewards for that because it's a chomp block thing, but still. I mean, I pile so much work onto myself, what with the Let's Plays, the Patreon stuff, the Eurovision reviews, so I snow myself under with work, so... You know, but we still make time for some of them, and that's what counts, I'm sure.
We didn't see Melody Festivalen last year, did we?
Apparently, John Lundvik is in it this year as well, because he came third last year.
Oh.
And he's in it again this year, which is awkward because he has a song in the UK selection. So, what happens in the unlikely event that he wins Melody Festivalen and also, what's it called? Bigger Than Us. We're going to call it Busy Doing Nothing. No, that was Ace Wilder like years ago. Yeah, like, what happens if both win? Surely that's against the rules. You know, double jeopardy. Which for some reason doesn't apply to composers, which is fucking stupid. Also, one thing that I've still not completely rationalised in my head. In Portugal's national final last year, there was a song that was called, well, I said titulo, but like that means without a title. So was it literally without a title, or was it called Untitled? Like it's like an artistic thing. I'm fairly sure that's the one that Salvador handpicked to be in the selection, which also doesn't surprise me. Also, is the stream still, like, watchable and well audio balanced and stuff? Because I really have zero frame of reference. See, my objection is, if it was without a title, then why did they say Untitled in English? Obviously because it was the Portuguese national final, but like, another?
No.
For fuck's sake! Like, why is it that... you know what, I forgot my train of thought. Like, why was it listed as subtitular on literally every... Okay, this is a weird and dumb one, which again has no business being a microphone minigame. So yeah, you right, you left, you mushroom, and you try getting... So yeah, that's the story here. Tampon-powered locomotion. What a novel concept. And I believe we take it in turns, and... I think it's Boo up first.
Go! Yes. Right. Right. Left. Mushroom. Left.
An interesting display. This doesn't need to be a microphone minigame. Yes. Yeah. The Steven barrels. Left. Right. Right. Left. Right. Left. Oh! Well, that sounds comparatively wholesome, I suppose, and also shady at the same time. Wait, so it... Yeah. The barrels represent fuel.
Yes. Left. Right. Right. Left. Left. Right, right. Right.
We ran out of fool.
Oh.
I came the lastest there because I wanted to use my mushroom, but then time ran out.
Oh, well done.
I can't see whose comment makes a reference to Zombie by Bad Wolf, but it's in my Spotify playlist.
Then it's your fault. But
Is that the one by the Cranberries?
But covered by someone else. I would assume. I don't know. I haven't heard of it until it appeared in the chat here. But I was going to say, it seems really stupid to say, oh yeah, no, you can enter Eurovision for 2 different countries just as long as you're not the one singing. Like, if you could say you... Oh. If you say you can't perform for more than one country, that should apply to everyone, not just the singer. It's fucking dumb! Like, how is it 2019 and that's still not been addressed? I mean, to an extent, I feel as though it should be against the rules to even enter more than one national final, because that's like taking away opportunities from other people. Thomas fucking Jason. Just because your name's an anagram of Thomas Song. Let's say he didn't qualify last year, so... So that's just one star that's just permanently out of circulation then. Oh, you can steal it back. I forgot about that. I think you still have to squample him with a chain chomp, but still. Also, if someone says something in the chat and I miss it, please feel free to remind me, because, as I said, the chat is nowhere near the screen, so I need to keep looking back and forth and catching up with stuff that I see and so on. Pan Pants Lobber.
When you say metalcore, is that shouty? All shouty and grrr?
Maybe it's only metal at heart.
Oh, just metal at the core.
Like a peach that would set off airport security. Has a metal core. I will stop. I guess it would be... I think... Well, I don't know, really. I suppose you do raise a good point there. Is Rui, or is it pronounced as one syllable? Again, I'm terrible with Portuguese. So it's funny, I'm fine with Castilian and Spanish, but Portuguese, just, I can't. I think I've not heard the original either, to be fair. Like, my only experience of the Cranberries is they were in the YSC once, and not even with that song. Can I please get some momentum? 1,001 orbs, and yet we will only sell you 3 of them. Well, these aren't expensive enough. Yeah, the point is, it seems unfair for people, like, at the very least, they should have to wait until they've definitely lost the national final before signing up for another one, which I know doesn't really work out time-wise, but just it seems unfair to, and is it true that Mihai has moved from, like, Lithuania to Moldova, or like, I heard one rumor that he'd gone to, like, was it him that's moved to the Belarusian national final, or? Eurovision drama is weird. Also, 8-Bit Mario on the thing in the background. Hey, you can afford the expensive boy. Not sure how much it'd benefit you necessarily, but you could afford it in theory.
1. Ooh.
Oh, it's cheap!
Yay.
Bargain. Bargain, because it's a doggo. It's a red one, which clearly means someone needs to get a pressurized hose and blast it in the face until it turns black, and then pull on its tail until it bounces into a hot spring. A little bit rude. I really want to have more respect for Mihai than I do. Because, like, his 2006 entry was good, but it's just sort of been on the down and down ever since. Of course, if you told him I said that, then he'd probably file a class action lawsuit for having the wrong opinion. He just seems the crazy enough kind of person who would do that. Honestly, Heartbeat, that sounds completely in character. You remember this from yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Dear Americans, herb! Herb with an H! Now you're the blue square one.
Go!
And remember not to hit the spiky boys. And you're on the right as well. Like you're dodging it.
I know.
Just in case you hadn't noticed. Good thing I fired that, otherwise you'd have set off one of the bombs.
Oh.
You're the square. You're the blue square. Are you looking at you?
Yeah.
Because the way you're aiming made it seem like you weren't.
Oh yeah, I'm a winner.
Did you see where you were?
Yes, but your cursor seemed to be over mine a lot of the time.
It wasn't at any point.
Was it not?
No.
Oh.
You were the blue square shape one.
know
I was the circular
How
one.
many more times will you say that to me? I know.
As long as it takes for you to...
Yes, I did. I do. I do. and
Bowser,
I did.
stop wearing ketchup. It's not an instrument.
What?
This live stream's gonna go until we finish this game, really. And it's a 15-turn thing, and we're, like, just under halfway through, I guess.
Are they getting bored?
I hope not. We're going to hang with the TessHex fam.
The international TessHex community.
Like, you know, y'all, if y'all have thoughts to thinkle, then by all means think about me. I'm absolutely here for the friendly chit-chat and banters. The wicked Irie and cool. The Jimbo Jemblethy Jones.
What?
You know, the famous violinist.
Oh,
no,
him.
No relation to
Oh.
Hans Violinman,
No.
the 7th generation of the incestuous Violinman family. You'll understand that when you catch up on Night in the Woods.
Right. Really? Oh.
We have completely messed up sleeping schedules. It's fine. And being the dumb fools we are, we're going to be waking up in the morning to listen to Ken Bruce playing the UK songs just so we can go, they exist.
Even though we've already heard them.
Am I getting the Hex Vision hype? Let's go with yes. Let's just not question the physics of this, by the way. Just... These platforms, sponsored by the Pez dispenser in the sky from Clockwork Castle in the previous game. Are we going to have a tampon game? We're not going to have a tampon game. More balloons, though! It says you're a cinnamon roll.
Oh.
Now, I believe this one's weighted in favour of the 3, so be aware of this. I don't know if... I think it's whole day to ascend, but I'm not certain. And we just shoot the bees. And by that I mean the boo. There's a level in the original Super Mario Galaxy. Bearing in mind, in that game, there's mushrooms that can turn you into a ghost and a bee. And there's one galaxy where they're... Like, you have a choice of either. You're the yellow one.
I know.
And they missed a trick by not calling it the Boo Bee Galaxy. It may not be the piss boomerang, but I've managed to fit in more than my booby quota in this stream. Aha!
Finish!
Savage, but completely in character for Mihai, I would have thought. Like, could you imagine a national final between Alexander Rybak, Mihai, and fucking Salvador Sobral? Because they would all just... Like, that would be as if, like, I don't know, if Adele and Ed Sheeran were in a relationship and then Taylor Swift interrupted. Like, could you imagine that, like, the 3 albums that would ensue?
I'd buy them.
Well, someone has a taste for the drama.
I like Taylor Swift since she's gone all badass.
I've liked music from various stages in her career, and this surprises me. Also...
But I like Katy Perry as well, so does that make me duplicitous?
Yes, but not for the reasons you think.
Oh.
Alexander Rybak smashed the only violin in Sweden? Well, we'll have to play all the music on the world's tiniest cello instead.
What does that do?
He's protected from the Barky Boys for 3
yes,
turns.
of course.
Hey, Luigi, fight me again. I swear to Chekhov, I'll cock your clock off.
Don't you dare, don't you? All right.
Okay. Good luck. Airbnb. Ayabi. I have heard delicate, and I'm inclined to agree. It's sort of fascinating to see how whenever I mention the chat, both my parents sort of lean behind me to look over, like, have you ever had a pet bird? But it's another check the controls and don't die. So yeah, you know the one before with the bridge? It's like that, but in the opposite plane of horizontal. Has he set fire to a violin before? Has he ever played a violin while it's on fire? Has he played a violin until it caught fire? Has he ever flown a bird or been flown by a bird?
Oh, look at him go.
Don't get too far ahead, otherwise you won't be able to see him coming. It's just a game of survival rather than a race. Now, I bet whoever named this minigame has never experienced actual fish and chips. They just want... Like, this is like every program on Channel 4 in the UK, where they clearly thought of a half-assed punny title first and then just built a format afterwards. See for reference, Flirty Dancing.
You're doing very well, aren't you?
He doesn't have anger management issues, he just hates violins. Gratuitous Saxon violins. What, deliberately, or was the presenter like, hey, Greta Salome, I tried Googling your name and Google was like, hey, did you mean great salami, so in return, take your violin, pwang! That's the noise violins make when you smash them. They go pwang.
Do they?
It's basically, there's, I don't even know if it counts as a game show. There's a reality show over here called Flirty Dancing where, like, there's 2 people who have never met before and they're both separately taught how to do a dance duet thing, and then they have to do it with each other, and it's a date. And
That's the first time they meet.
And it's such a stupid idea because they so clearly thought of a terrible title pun first. I have indeed heard of Tomodachi Life. I was going to get it, but then it was too expensive and then I stopped caring. But Europe Scalo 8 did a fun series of it on her channel. I don't know if it's still up, but it was a thing for a while. It's a fun time.
Nah.
You're still far away, like, it's the Let's Play curse. I've either won or placed second in one instance of all the games we've played, and now here I am, bringing up the threer. Threef. Threef. Spubby. Yeah, I have plenty of other consoles, I assure you. I am a seasoned gamer. But this just happens to be the one we're playing on at the moment.
Don't we have like 13 different game consoles?
I mean, if you value our net worth in consoles and gaming paraphernalia, it would make me cry.
It'd be just to buy a car. A brand new car.
I mean, one Swedish show that I have heard of is, I think it's, well, Troll Hunters or Trolljägarna? I'm not good with Swedish pronunciations, but where they find online trolls and then prosecute them, which sounds like fun. And then there's that other one where I still have not to this day found out what the hell that show was, but it was like this animation thing, and there were some ducks in the night sky, and then they went down a plug hole, and it makes me feel nostalgic feelings, and I can't even look it up. I'm only mostly sure it was real. I was in a hotel room, like, first or second floor of the Elite Plaza in Gothenburg. This was a corner room, so it was a weird shape. Outside the window, there was a building with pi to 100 decimal places written on it because Sweden's just weird like that. Yes, Cake Hat, I'm calling you out.
Is there a Swede with us?
Yes, it's the building opposite Domkyrkan.
Well, there you go. You have my sympathies, Abby. I can't even tell how much of it's my fault, bearing in mind, like, we had literally 20 minutes of headache trying just to get the stream to work in the first place.
Yeah.
And are you... Okay, you're only mostly shitting us.
Here he goes again.
Oh,
no.
the violin was broken in a rogue hugging incident.
Was it?
Can I please keep my stars? I don't even know where I am. Am I here? Oh, come on! I'm just running!
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were there.
It would be kebab squared, obviously. That's how basic mathematics works. Have you never studied algebra? Or algebraitet, as it clearly is in Swedish?
Are they kebabs from Nordstrands Kebab?
Aha.
Or Flintstones Kebab? Holding out Brampton.
I mean, you're saying all these place names in Swedish. I don't even know if the microphone can hear, but you're saying all these place names in Swedish. But bear in mind, we've been in a branch of Subway in Sweden, and you've ordered in Swedish, and I've had to translate back into English just because they thought you were speaking English in an accent they couldn't understand. So,
That's fair enough.
Hugsbehoid. Well, yes, he does that because he's Boo. He's haunting the game. He is haunted milk.
I've forgotten the Swedish word for four. F-O-U-R.
F-Y-R-A. But say...
Führer.
No!
Führer.
No!
I am being...
Führer?
No, I am being
We have a
French.
German present!
So?
You keep saying Führer!
But in a very heavy French accent.
That doesn't help!
It's you overreacting, like a typical Brit.
Yes! And it's you fucking up foreign languages like a typical Brit. Hey-oh! We have fun here. Just mispronounce it as fire it. It will be less embarrassing for all of us.
Alright, how would you pronounce it?
I wouldn't, because Swedish is dumb. I mean,
See?
who looked at the number 7 and went... Then again...
It's Hugh.
Then again, what Finn looked at the concept of nighttime and went, yeah! And who decided they needed a single word for Ilma Tunni Alexenion Town Ankariaita? That's not one word, but you get the point. And if I could be asked, and if I could remember where I put it, I would grab a certain book here and read out the longest Turkish word I've got. Another fucking book! It better not be! It's not there. Okay, that's good. We get to bite some numbers. Oh. So it's like that other one, but different. And you would have thought, oh, what if you say the colours? But no, the colours directly correspond to the numbers. So yeah, I don't think there are any secret commands in 7, only in 6. Hugh is dumb. You is dumb.
Go! 3.
Bye-bye, Luigi.
Circle.
Okay.
Square.
This must suck for colorblind
3.
people.
1. 2. Circle.
Bugger!
Square.
It wasn't even the throbs that got you.
Oh.
Puzzle.
Do I even have a favourite Swedish word?
Scheisse mad.
That's German.
Flickster game.
I do like how, like, Sweden likes to pretend that they're all above the rest of us in technology and etiquette and whatever. But they're the only country I've ever been to where they have to have signs at the top and bottom of escalators telling you which way the escalator's going. And also, so the up with 2 P's is up, and Ned is down, and EJ is not. So the sign's saying up, not up, down, and not down. Which means that if you approach a downward escalator from the bottom, the sign above says, hey up! Well, yes, you did. Just don't open the Turkish door, because then, like, the only phrases we know how to say in Turkish are extremely sweary or really horny quotes from Turkish Eurovision entries. So, oh, it's the arse game again. What's happening? I'm gonna find that book. I'm going to find a house.
He's now rummaging through his bookshelf.
I'm being assaulted by the dictionary.
Everything's very precarious in here. It's like being inside a Jenga game, let's put it that way.
Right, it's like 20 pages in, it's not that far. Turkey, where you at?
Go!
Something about axes. Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna fuck this up because I don't speak Turkish, but Şehirlileştirme mediklerimizdensiniz. Yeet. I think I stole that book from college, couldn't confirm it. Oh. I used to know how to say yes and no in Turkish, and then I forgot.
They couldn't be swearing I haven't. Or fish.
Or tavuk shish. The only food. And, apparently your German pronunciation is good, which is weird because 99% of the time when my mother speaks any foreign language, it comes out Italian, except Italian.
When I learnt German at school, my teacher said I spoke Hochdeutsch. Hochdeutsch. Hochdeutsch.
Ho! German!
I can sing... Well, I can sing. I won't sing. I can sing Stille Nacht in German.
And I could show you the world.
If only for a day.
Shining, shimmering butt plugs.
If only for a day I could know the serenity of Tess's world.
Are you implying?
Yes.
Okay. Buttered toast.
They call me the Great Implier.
Some they call me Sillet Bang. Well, I'm probably not going to get anything, but hey, at least I went on a journey. Oh.
Leave me alone.
No.
You bully.
Me? Fucking...
Looking at me indignantly.
Muesli Debris, the best Bond girl.
Halt die Schnauze.
Apparently I jump scared someone.
He does that all the time.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who, like, appears behind you because I'm just so quiet.
He sneaks up on you.
Not deliberately, just
No.
I just emerge. Like, you ever played that one indie taking the piss horror game that's I forget what it's called, but I know it's based on Arthur, and just after a certain point DW just starts appearing in the rooms, like sort of appearing up from the floor through a portal to hell. Yeah, that's what I do. That's how I get around. Your German is very novel, it seems. That being said, I think how to find my father in a crowd in a country that doesn't speak German. Bob der Baumeister. There it is.
What did I say anyway? Because that phrase that I said, I actually heard someone say in Germany, and this person was a German, and she was shouting at someone who told her dog to shut up.
Isn't it like hold your nose or like or
Probably.
hold the muzzle? Vada hada do da da.
Vada hada do da da.
I absolutely agree. I want to get back into learning French because I studied it for a couple of years and they made me stop doing it because I was doing too many other languages at the time. I mean, that isn't the official reason, but I mean, come on. We tried to negotiate with them as well and they were like, no, you need to study God.
Oh, it was already one of mine. I wasn't concentrating. I can't multitask.
Omelette au fromage. That quote bothers me now because it's omelette au fromage, but in the original thing they said omelette du fromage, and
It's on the au fromage, isn't it?
it's a variation of shut your hole, or let's stick this effing pitchfork up your hole. Oh, that was another one. bastard this and bastard that. You can't move for all the bastards in one of her novels. It's wall-to-wall bastards.
Is it, Mrs. Doyle?
I can't even do a good Irish accent. Like, this saying nothing of the Scottish accent, which I showcased in Tingle's Rosy Rupeland. People fucking love my Pinkle voice, apparently. That is not a euphemism.
I hate it. It makes me squirm. It's horrid.
Oh, Lozzie's here.
Hello, Laura.
You're so married.
Hi, Mrs. Giller.
I got cups in my ears. I need to get into professional voice acting.
I love that. 1 star.
As opposed to, you know, one singular sensation every little step she takes. One thrilling combination every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you. Know who. One moment in a presence and you can forget the rest. For the girl is second best to none. Son, oh, sigh, give him your attention. Do I really have to mention he's the one? So that just happened.
Try and stay in the centre of the bubble.
Dish rag.
Who's a dish rag? Hi.
Just
singing.
Jasper style, pound
Sorry.
on the fence. Stop singing!
Yes.
I'm sorry, we have Miranda Hart syndrome? You start a song, we have to see it through.
Just try and stay in the centre of the... I've missed what we're supposed to do.
Punch each other.
Oh, just go.
The thing with me is, I get so invested in taking the piss singing like that I've never showcased my proper singing voice. Oh, I won.
Finish!
Savage. Wait, also, you know what? I was going to say something, but no. I didn't think of anything. TessHex the musical.
That time we were in town and we started singing If They Could See Me Now.
You don't even know the words to that and you joined in.
I know, and I sang all the words, but I don't know the words.
The thing is, I dream in musicals sometimes. Like, not real ones. Like, there are... Like, at least twice in the past 2 weeks, I've had a dream that's had a musical number in it. Fucking hold on me heart. No. We've been down that road. We know Bruce Wayne. I can't stack up to Penethos. Fun fact, when I was at Eurovision The Party 2016, they played that after the show ended, and I started waving my Croatian flag so heavily that the flag literally fell apart. Nobody knows this, not even Laura, she was in the toilet at the time. The rumour come out, does TessHex is broken flag? But no, really the whole, like, what you hear of me singing on stream is a massive overcompensation mechanism. I do not have the nerve to properly sing in front of people, so it just comes out as, like, a drunken person at a bar. Like, is there a word for that? Barfly? Is that a word?
In America it is.
Okay.
Not so much.
Hello, yes, I am real, man. I just want to get some locomotion going. Because I'm not going to get the running star, I'm not going to get the orb star. My wife was a weapon. Yeah, that's true. Someone in the stream at the moment did dream of me speaking to a Swedish politician. Oh. Was it in Swedish, or was it a musical? Oh, did I tell you? I don't remember telling you about that, Laura. Maybe you just inferred it. But the truest answer is nobody knows, not even me. 9. Wait, his number is green. Ah, mine was blue because I was riding a big boy. Again, could have worded that better. He does indeed, but he's further away from the microphone, so sometimes he'll interject. He's a man of few words anyway. And again, they both look over like a couple of curious parakeets. And can I once again draw attention to I've replaced Gonta Daddy with one of Momo's sprites from Cas Potentia S because it's just I can't not show. Luigi, why are you doing this? Everyone knows when you play Mario Party 7 and you do a bonus pack minigame, you go all the fuck in. That's a good question. Probably another 45 minutes or so, if I had to guess.
There's only 3 goals left.
Really? Still.
15 minutes.
Somewhere between 15 and 45 minutes. Roll a dice. If it rolls a 1, you're pregnant.
Pregante.
Can you get pregante? Will my get pregnant? 38 plus 2 weeks. Pregnant? Well, that's glorious, K-Cat. Should I call you K-Cat? Should I call you sis? How does conversational English work? Forget the 2 Ronnies, we've got the 2 Phils. I mean, this is saying nothing of me and Alex. Bearing in mind, we both have the same name in real life, and yet neither of us use our real name online. We both have different, completely human names. Such is the nature of the Peak Furry Trash Brigade. Oh yeah, I saw it ages ago. It's become part of my vernacular. Now, speaking of Mario Party and the word vernacular. Ooh, indeed. Yes. So, it's not really my story to share because it's a thing that's been well known online for ages, but I know neither of you will have heard it. So, I've told you tales before of Chugga Conroy and the Runaway Guys. Yep. I make them sound like a band. I think they were live streaming Mario Party at the time. I don't remember which one. But Chugga, who is very somewhere between the naive, the Sheldon, and the him of the group, revealed that he used to think that the vernacular was a sex organ.
I say.
I mean, this might be the same session as Daisy's heart-shaped box. Now, I don't know if the steering is universal, like if up is always up or if it's rotate, because I've never played this before, so... I know you hate games like this. Like, you hate anything that involves a mini go-kart. Like, that's just true of any party game, including Wii Party.
Go!
So, whose bright idea was it to put me on the inside lane?
It is rotate. We all sort of got caught on a corner because we were all rotating. Get out of the way! Broom, broom.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, because you use the control stick to rotate rather than... Which wasn't brilliantly telegraphed, but here we are. Am I even looking at myself? It feels like I am. Who am me? Move! God, it's like walking into Coventry on foot.
When have you ever been out?
Well, never, but we've been in the general vicinity. We've been into a Tesco's in Coventry and everyone got in the fucking way.
Finish!
I don't like that sort of game. I like,
Well,
I like Sonic All-Stars.
yeah. See, I
Reasonable at that.
actually used to be subscribed to Dan TDM until he turned into like a low-budget Markiplier clone. Like, I've lost interest. He's become too mainstream, man. Which is a shame, because he's a nice guy, and I genuinely cannot believe he's married, because he looks so young and of questionable heterosexuality. And I don't mean that as an insult. But yeah, he used to be good, and now he's eh. Oh, I was asking if either of you have any strong opinions about the Eurovision... I can't not read EYD as Eurovision Young Dancers, which apparently has been cancelled? I'm sad? This is not even new news, but anyway. Any thoughts you have to share? You know, so many evil souls to give, so little time in all this golden Las Vegas.
Well, your father hasn't heard them at all. My first impression is that I'm not keen on Bigger Than Us, not either version, because I find it very generic. I think Freaks made the most impression on me, although there wasn't enough sort of oomph in it in either version. I did like Made, but not for Eurovision. I like that version for me. And as for, what's it called? Sweet Lies, yeah. Yeah. The one who isn't Carrie Ann, I think, has a great voice, yeah. But it's a bit depressing, and I think Carrie Ann is good, but it's very 90s. There is a modern twist to it, which I can't quite put my finger on. But anyway, what do you think, Laura? What's your opinion?
This is keep picking pipes until you get the right one. Not the one I thought it was, because I think the one I'm thinking of was in Mario Party 4, but yeah, just find the way to the end. It's kind of trial and error. And speaking of Peanut Butter Gamer, like, again, like, there's just some stuff he's done recently that really rubs me the wrong way. And, like, it's a shame, because he is good and he is fun, but he really needs to learn to pay the fuck attention when he's playing games.
Finish!
Totally not rigged or anything.
Oh, I like Wii Party as well.
I'm a winner.
I find the Wii controller a lot easier to use than these.
I don't.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, we'll see if we can't invite Jordan over for a rousing game of Wii Party then. Why does Luigi keep taking him? Like, whenever we do a duel and we win, we get nothing.
No.
Luigi keeps getting all of our coins. And you've got 11 stars, by the way, beyond unassailable.
I know. How did you do that?
There's going to be something happen towards the end where Luigi suddenly gets all the stars. That's what it works.
Well, I've not actually watched any of Pro Jared or Brutal Moose's stuff. I have seen them when they've been in Peanut Butter Gamer's hardcore series, but that's my only experience of them. Why does the landing light keep going out? He says into the microphone, like people on the other side of Internet Land couldn't say anything about it.
Oh yeah. Well, the light's gone off on the landing.
I'm assuming it's the bulb going and not just faulty power, because we still have electricity in here. So I need to remember some fruite. Some fruit, if you're French. Nearly said Spanish.
Orbst.
Music. Yes. I know I said vegetables, shut up. Cherry. Grape. Strawberry. Apple.
Mango.
Papaya.
Watermelon.
White pear. Yeah, but see, the problem with Mario Maker is you have too much choice to work with. And how different is the 3DS one anyway? Because I mean, I have the Wii U one, and I did do it on stream once. And okay, the thing that pissed me off, I think it's been redacted now because Nintendo's finally calmed the fuck down with YouTube copy wrongs. But when I did that stream of Super Mario Maker, it played some music from, like, it has music from New Super Mario Brothers, which Nintendo copy wronged because it's the music in Super Mario Runner for the phone. I forget what it's called. Like, what the tits are those pinkly poops? You can't say, like, just eat a bee.
Did Laura say what song she liked?
Oh yeah, she's thrown a paragraph our way. Well, what's the point then of not being able to share your courses? Like, that's the whole point, Mario Maker. Not that I ever did, because I hardly ever had ideas for stages. The ones that I did upload got taken down for not being played enough, because that's not an inherent flaw in the system or anything. But yeah, Laura agrees with us. No matter who wins, like I was saying on the TessHex Discord server earlier, which we have an official TessHex server, by the way, on Discord. There's a link to that somewhere. I don't know. Heartbeat can probably give you the good stuff in terms of letting you know. But it's like William Sharon again. Is that how you pronounce the Welsh national final for Junior Eurovision? In that we've basically got 3 entries to choose from. One of them is famous for covering Hallelujah. It's a Eurovision national final held in the UK. I've counted to 5 on my hands now. Mind the bees, except you are the bees. So the more you tilt in the same direction, the further you'll go. I've not watched any of AVGN stuff, and also I always mix them up with AGDQ as well, just because they're letters.
You ready?
Yep. I'm not super into the mainstream Kirby games, but I did do a Let's Play of Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Which way you're leaning, so I'll go the same way as you.
Like I don't hate the Kirby games. I'm just not as madly into them as I could be. I could be, because I'm riding a bee. I almost don't want to talk over them, like sharing their strategy with one another, because they're a team and I'm a balloon. Like Maya Kids that one time. I still have not looked up what that song was. I almost want to say it was Somewhere Beautiful, but no, that was What's-Her-Face with a really long name from the Norwegian national final a couple of years ago.
Sorry.
I was flawless. Don't worry about it. Don't begrudge yourself the ability to cast your own shadow when basking in the glory of my light. That almost made sense. I'm lost!
That's made no difference at all.
Okay, Cat, that's a sin and you know it.
Only now is it 3 turns up.
Yeah, you see. It's like the idea of a Goomba in a Keffier saying dude. Like, seems legit, seems La Turkish, except wrong consonant completely. And in fact, I learned the word Keffier from that one book by Cornelia Funke, which is good. Dragon Rider, good book. Not the best book ever, because I highly doubt that anything could overtake Tristan Blackwolf, the Laputan Factor. Go and fucking read it, it's a good book. I've screamed about it plenty of times. In fact, I even give it a free plug in the next Patreon video. Well, the next gaming one, that no one cares about my gaming Patreon videos. This makes me sad. Or at the very least, people really love the Eurovision ones, and they're not so hot on the rest. Sadness. Hey, you don't get to... I'm lost.
I can have a hissy fit if I want.
Objection, Your Majesty. I'm losing.
Yeah. You know it won't last. It doesn't usually.
Oh. Mother Hex's reaction to San Marino's announcement was just a sight to behold. So when they did the press conference thing, I came downstairs and all I said was, San Marino is not allowed to have press conferences anymore. And I don't remember the exact conversation that followed, but I didn't say anything, I made her guess. And guess indeed she... In fact, does he even know yet?
No. I can't bring myself to tell him.
San Marino 2019, Serhat again.
My reaction was a face palm. And the father just said FFS.
Well, as I said, I have more faith in San Marino than I do in the UK at the moment. Can I please keep my stars? The Patreon thing is by no means required for anyone. It's just like when the videos go public, watching them is support enough. Though the money does help. If I roll highly enough on my next turn, I can get to a place and go squishy squash, but I still can't fucking win! Is that a euphemism? Oh yeah, Luigi, come and whack my cobra with your hammer. Oh, you finally noticed. Face a hole and swing to whack my cobra.
Jordan wants to come and play Wii Party with us.
Shall we permit it?
Yeah, well, where is she?
He. It's not Katie Price.
No, but there's a girl that I work with called Jordan, so I know it can be a girl's name as well.
It's like, what, Hertfordshire, but London, trains, choo-choo. Or, to quote that one woman who's famous for having Tourette's, pesto, 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 piss.
It's a fair check from Hertfordshire.
It might not even be Hertfordshire, I might just be pulling names out my arse. Oh, Jordan, that's fine. I still fully plan to do that if he does qualify. Because my concern with Sir Hat, and this isn't a negative concern, but just, if he came 12th, cold turkey, imagine how well he's going to do, like, if he has that much appeal from the outset, plus the multiplication factor of he might have a good song, and people voting for him for the memes, so there's a very real chance San Marino will qualify with him, and I think they might very well know this. I don't go to school either because I have a degree. In fact,
Laura, when you and Philly come, how long are you staying for then? Because we can play Wii Party, can't we?
yeah.
Sorry, interrupted.
Everyone who's playing this game currently has a degree. Like, on this stream, that is, not just...
Oh.
You can't play Mario Party 7 without the right qualifications.
Oh, look, teamwork is vital, and I've got Luigi.
You just have to press the buttons.
Yeah, I know.
Just press whichever button it says.
It tells you, that's it.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Hey Mama was a good song. It was just in very poor taste that they put it next to Ogene in the running order. It's a very impractical machine.
Who's it first?
Yes.
Go!
Well, this is fun. I keep expecting it to be B and it's not. I thought it might be the same pattern of buttons, and just it's not. It's different every time. Pressed are you fool? There we go. There's the X. The existential crisis. Whoop. I mean, we're barely over the line, but we're over the line.
No record!
I mean, you never know. If Mel Gedroich votes, like clearly she wished really hard for this to happen in the first place. And we have 2 turns left, by the way, just for people who are wondering. I'm hoping this is still entertaining, because this is the liveliest family game night's ever been, because normally we're not really under any obligation to keep talking, or nobody explodes. Keep talking or nobody explodes. Clearly that's what that game is called. And again, that is kind of the plot of like the first half of Superstar Saga. Are we going to say something?
No.
Are you dying?
No, I was just thinking about cups of tea.
Ah. I'll say, do you need new kidneys? Is that what this is about?
Oh, God, no. No, I've had enough of surgery, thank you.
You're going to go in for an operation to get a 3rd hip? Put it halfway up your spine? Halfway up your spine?
I can be sort of like a tricorn.
That's a hat.
Yes. That's a hat. Oh.
Go and ride a roller coaster.
Rather not. Don't like those.
Don't tie a shoe. She wore Crocs to this stream and she just left them menacingly in the doorway to my room.
It's because they're rather unwieldy and there are cables all over the place, and I'd rather not fall over.
Yes.
That's a lot of room.
Great.
What is it?
Strawberry. Banana.
You fool. I really liked Lithuania 2013. Also, wasn't he the guy who was like, after the show, he was like, what's the fucking number 20th? Which was adorable. But yeah, I loved the song, like, when it was chosen, and sort of saw it through. It was sweet and lovely and nice. Hey.
Lithuania last year was adorable. It was wonderful. It was lovely.
The funny thing is,
So sweet.
with like with the Baltic countries in general, like Estonia is the one that thinks it's weird. Latvia is the one that's oftentimes weird in practice, but Lithuania is the one that goes absolutely crazy and no one bats an eyelid. Like, you know, reign of revolution, attention, Eastern European funk. Fuse Mark was, is it pronounced Fuse Mark? They were a guilty pleasure. Like, if it sounded less synthetic, I might like it more. Like, sort of like how I enjoy the taste of Capri Sun, but I did once make the mistake of having real fruit juice and then a Capri Sun immediately after, and I regretted it. Thank you for taking that so that I would not have to. Oh, good, more team shenanigans. And see, when we played yesterday, we had almost no 2 versus 2 minigames. So now, suddenly, we're having several. Is this the button mash you want? He says, like there's one. It is. See, time was, my mother was the best button masher in this house, and over the years, somehow that's turned into me. It's a lot of...
I did beat you the other day at a button mashing minigame. Just putting that out there.
Go!
Like, back in the day. Oh, there you go. My mother was the one we turned to wash Gracie's car in the GameCube version of Animal Crossing. Fruit juice is fine, and Eva's song was adorable, and Spain's song was adorable, and Spain's song this year is fun. We all like it, which is rare. My father is a miserable bastard, you see. Problem is, I don't think I've ever knowingly met him, but apparently there's a Finnish guy where he works called Jussi, so now whenever I say something followed by Jussi, Y-O-U-S-E-E, it sounds like I'm addressing this Finnish person that I've never met. Also, if memory serves, back when Pokemon X and Y were new, I named a Pokemon on one of my teams after one of my father's Japanese colleagues, and somehow he found out and was really honoured, so that's the origin story of Hirotado the Delphox. It seems like everyone here apart from Heartbeat loves Lavender. We love the blindfold. I think that particular voice I'd sort of absorbed from someone from university. The one we affectionately refer to as Sad Alex. Just to differentiate him from Canadian Alex.
Is that how he speaks then?
Not all the time, just when he's taking the piss.
Alright.
Luigi!
Oh, I've heard him speak, haven't I, on the radio?
Yeah. I keep forgetting. At the end of yesterday's game, I bought Annoy mode, so if you press the L button, you can taunt other players when it's not your turn.
Oh.
I have not heard of the Surreal Ducks. And this is why they call it Annoy mode, ladies and gentlemen. It's a shame, like, we wondered why, like, Amaya wasn't there. Like, did she refuse to turn up, or was she not invited, or, like...
Yeah, does anyone know?
You child. Because they were so cute together. They looked so in love.
I know.
Another fucking Microsoft. And it's on there again. Ah, good. I have not. I've never heard this name before. I've heard of some ducks, but not this kind. See, somehow this made it into Mario Party the top 100, and it's not great. So yes, you take the tampon.
Oh yes, what?
End of thought. You say fire when you want to fire. You have 5 shots, don't hit the thing at the back.
You take it in turns?
Yes. I was explaining Action 52 to my parents the other day. Just, you take your penis. End of story.
Go! Yes. Fire. 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 Fire.
Yes! Fire. 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 Good enough. Fennekin is the only fire-type starter I've ever truly loved, though Litten comes a close second. Usually more of a grass man. Apart from Chikorita. Chikorita can die. Anyway.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
It didn't need to be a microphone minigame.
Fire. 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 Bloody hell. Fire. Fire.
Finish!
Why, thank you, Ayabi. But yeah, I feel like at this point, like, this is the second of the 2 Mario Party games that uses the microphone, and I feel like they really overcompensated knowing that this wasn't a peripheral used for basically any other game out there, so they really wanted to make sure that, oh, well, if you bought it for Mario Party 6, it wasn't a total waste of money, right? Anyway, bonus stars. This was a surprisingly short stream.
You can carry on after we go if you want.
Even if I sweep the bonus stars, I'm still last.
Of course you don't. You only get bonus stars for 3 different things, don't you? In Mario 7?
Yes. Now, this is a game for the GameCube. We're currently playing it on a Wii because it's easier to connect up to the recording software. So,
But using GameCube controllers.
yeah, so it's for the GameCube. Okay, so I can get 1, maybe 2 of these. I bought nothing. Ayabi, don't stay awake on my part. We can go and sleep like a Lithuanian. When I was younger, before my voice broke, I could do a really good Yoshi, which is weird, because as I've mentioned before, the Yoshi voice clips are just someone in Japanese, but just sped up. Well, someone making Japanese gibberish noises, but sped up. And I should be disturbed, I suppose, that I could do a good impression of that without the speed up, but now my voice is like I never even had the awkward squeaky voice, like, puberty stage, because I had laryngitis, and my voice left, and when it came back it was different. Like in Steven Universe, when a gem gets poofed, they come back with a different physical form. Really? Well, sleep is for the Danish, which is why the Lithuanians do it differently. But you know what else Denmark and Lithuania have in common? Junior Eurovision hatred. Well, no, it's just the broadcasters. They need to take a trumpet. That's all.
And show everybody how it looks like.
Hey, well done.
Yep, that's his name. Well, at least it wasn't the computer that won. Well, let's have a look at the breakdown of stats.
For second place, who the tits do you think you are?
I know. Oh, makes a change for Yoshi, though, doesn't it?
It's the Let's Player curse.
That was only down to the effect of the number of stars quite close to the end.
And at the beginning. For anyone who's really following the stats, here's the breakdown of everything. Yeah, I got a load of really terrible rolls throughout, and people kept getting me with the jobs, so this was just a tragedy from start to finish. Like, in fact, now I've seen all these, just look at the graphs. So, Boo sort of up and up. Then coins. Well, at least I won something. At some point, I wouldn't mind doing like a full... Really? Like the past 2 games we did, we won 400 or so points. This one's only 200.
How come?
I don't know, but my nipples are sad as a consequence.
I bet they are.
Yeah.
Well,
Apparently I am the new head of delegation for Lithuania.
well, you should be head of delegation for someone.
Oh yes, I'll rock up to San Marino and be like, "What's up, bitches? I'm gonna get you into the final and keep you there."
Well, they clearly don't know what to do or how to do anything. Anyway, look, I need some tea.
We all need some tea. So
Everybody, I have been and will continue to be Mama Hex. Good night, or enjoy the rest of the day wherever you are. If you're all Europeans, then it's probably very late indeed, so good night.
are you questioning their Europeanness?
No, not at all. Lots of love.
I should just be every head. I should just be the new Krista Bjorkman, but less hateable. And on that note, I'll end the stramty
Say
dam.
good night, Father.
Night.
He's a man of few words. Thanks for watching. I know it's a short stream, but well, we had fun, and that's what counts. So thanks for watching, and see you at some undefined point in the future. Thanks for watching. I'm repeating myself. Good night.
Find the cables.